Hey, and welcome to the BBU update number 7. See, I almost did the donkey intro there, but I can't. I hate donkey's intro. I love it. Like,
It's amazing.
you'll have to guest one of the podcasts for us one time because we pre-record it now. And
Yeah.
donkey's intro sounds really clean, doesn't it? Right on the podcasts.
And then you cut it up every time.
But yeah, because Billy and I interrupt him probably about 9 times during when he just tried to do the introduction. It's great. It's great. So today's update, we've got Chris, the with a K, is the new staff member to the server. Been here about 10 days in the staff team, I would say.
10 whole days.
I would say there or thereabouts. We announced you last week on the update, and you were around a couple of days before that.
Yeah, probably about that then.
So if you haven't spoken to him already, then maybe you should. He's a pretty good guy. I've played a bit with him lately. He's also the guy that does the timestamps on the podcast, which
Woo,
is
go me.
handy. Um, I need to turn your audio up. So how are you finding being a staff member?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, loads of people have noticed.
Do you not get harassed a lot? No.
No, basically no change. With the exception of like one thing.
That's good.
Basically no change.
That's good though. That's good. Because we don't want it to affect your playing or to people look at you differently. That's in fact one of the rules to not treat people differently just because of their role. Why should he? That's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I mean, unless you play League, that makes perfect sense.
I get it, which is funny because you're not a league player. Right, so diving straight in for the update. The usual things to talk about is the member count. We're up to 272 this week, so it has gone up, guys.
Yep, from like 265 last week.
265. So if that's if you base that on like a daily income, one new member a day is a lot.
It's pretty consistent.
You know what I mean? That's pretty good. So anyone who's bringing people to the Discord or you're still streaming and you're bringing people in that way, posting it on social media, bringing your friends
Love
in, thank you
you.
very much. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Um, before we go on to tops for the week, because I know that's what everybody really comes to the BB update for, we've got a couple of things to chat about. The Teespring campaign has been restarted due to a pricing update from the supplier. However, it should be back up for you to purchase BBU merch by the end of the month. By the end of the month? By the end of the day. Because Donkey, despite stepping out from admin, is working his little Danish fingers off right now, getting that done for us.
Yeah, that was super fun. Just wanted a t-shirt. All I wanted was a t-shirt. Broke everything.
Donkey, is the volume okay now? Yeah, you just wanted. Was it? Were you just getting a t-shirt?
I was legit. I just wanted to grab myself a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you broke everything.
Exactly. It's all my fault.
But hey, we're good.
Apparently not sorted.
Well, I've turned it up, so turn your YouTube up. Like, what do you want from me? Go away. Uh, yeah, so it should be sorted. The prices will raise, but I think it's about by €1. It's completely out of our control. We're still doing the same thing that we've always done of charging the very lowest we can because whatever money we make goes back to the community anyway. So like it's not like we're making profit from it for us. So also something else that you're involved in, Chris, with a K.
Me again. Ooh.
The Expert 11 season starts tomorrow.
Which I'm gonna win.
Well, you say that. How much time have you put into it?
Like 10 minutes tops.
Yeah, see, so you don't have to put a lot into it though, right? Like you really don't. Your
No.
team is set up and ready. So we're gonna add a new chat to the Discord, um, so that people who are in it can watch the games together, or like fans or people that may be interested in watching but don't want to get involved. You can kind of have a chat and maybe support one of the teams in the Discord, or if you just weren't sure about it and maybe want to get involved next season, then you can see what it's all about. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I
Support
played.
Chris with a K.
It's Chris FC, I believe, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure you changed it from Chris FC.
No, I haven't changed anything.
It's ruining my name.
In fact, I'll drag it onto the screen right now. If we look down here, you see Chris FC. Like,
Fine, Chris FC then. Go support them. They're an amazing team.
or you could support the Northwood Ninjas who played against the West End lads today and won 3-2 away. Just saying. It's going to be good. Connor played against Billy today and Drew and was like getting really competitive about it. So, watching, seeing him getting that competitive over a friendly makes me think like the league's going to be awesome.
I hope so.
So, I'm looking forward to that. Um, what else do we have to talk about? Do we have to talk about the tops of the week? Have we not done that yet?
I mean, you could talk about how the stats are biased.
Okay, well let's talk about the not safe for work stuff in text chats first then.
Yes, it's
Before
kind
we
of
have
more
our
important.
argument. So, um, we've been clamping down lately on people posting things in text chats, in public text chats, that are potentially not safe for work. The reason being is a lot of the community, you probably noticed that Discord servers have an issue from time to time. That is primarily because we're a free to use server, of course, and the bigger we get, the more likely we will be of getting partnership. However, if you want to be a Discord partner, you can't have any not safe for work stuff on your server because obviously you're representing Discord at this point. So we definitely, I would say, are at the numbers and activity rating now. So we just need to make sure that we're not posting things that could potentially get people in trouble if they come across it.
That'd also mean removing the tag from the memes chat, right?
No, you can use the not safe for work 18 plus stuff, um, provided that one, there's no nudity and stuff like that, and two, it's still there to stop spoilers and things. That's fine.
Okay.
So you can still use the tag, but you can't actually have not safe for work content. And to me, what that entails is if you post anything that you can immediately see, then don't put that in any text chats.
This includes things like pop-ups from links.
Yes, so I posted a link myself actually. I didn't realize that a couple of seconds later it posted a thumbnail with it showing what was in the link, which was just to a Twitter comment, so I didn't think it would, but it did, and that would have not been very good if somebody had opened that in work. I use Donkey as the best example for this. He works with kids. Imagine if that comes up on his phone and one of the kids, or lo and behold, one of the parents see something popping up that might not be exactly appropriate. It's like, why are you looking at that while she's looking after my kids? Excuse me. It's not right. So we'll clamp it down a bit. It is for the benefit of everybody because if we get partnership, we get better servers. That's what everybody wants. Right?
I mean, I do. I don't like cutting out every 10 seconds.
No, it's pretty shit. So now we'll move on to tops for the week. And before you start your argument,
I've already breathed. I've already breathed in.
we'll do it in the same order we normally do. So top three for messages. Chung has been dethroned, which I never thought I would see in my life. He's been
Yeah, well,
bumped
I've
down
got
to
no life.
second.
So.
So Chris here, with a K, has taken over first place for text messages at 377. Chung's bumped down to 350, so it's still close
Yeah,
in second place.
he's still good. I just upped my game,
Yeah, and then
obviously.
Crispy's down in third on 156. So he's 200 behind. So it is just you two fighting. But
I'm not fighting. I want to play games.
um, but yeah, no, it's good to see activity in the chat. A couple of other names have popped up in the tops as well, so it's good to see other people getting involved. It's great. Keep that up. Messages overall, of course, Rocket League is massively on top with 1400, followed by Chat Out, and then excuse me, the Rhythm Bot because people have been using it more. Which sure.
Just a couple times. I do.
Oh yeah, yeah, we've used it actually recently. Yeah. And then the stuff that really matters is the top voice members. This is the important stat,
Sure.
which is obviously me still on the top at 103 hours, followed by Chris with 58. So you are in the top three twice today.
Yay.
58, so still a way off. And then Mikey is third with 41. So I think he took over. I think Billy was third last week. I'm not sure, but yeah, Mikey's taken over, which is good stuff. It's good to see, like I said, people in the Discord again. I know CS:GO has been getting played a lot lately as well. We had two squads the other day. I think we had 17 people in rooms at one time the other day,
Yeah, that's what Chung said.
which
Yeah.
is it's just awesome, like genuinely, to see like that many people use the Discord. So is that it for tops then for this week?
Uh, might as well be.
Is that it for tops this week?
Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
So you don't want to talk about
I don't
the
want to
not?
talk about the fact that if you look at all the Rocket League voice chats, they just beat everyone else hands down. I'm not. There's no point
But
mentioning
they
that.
don't though, do they? Because I'm sure if we look at our top fives, isn't League of Legends one on 210,
Yeah.
but Rocket League's only on 127.
Yeah. 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 Sure.
Which, by the way, those numbers have flew up from last week. League's still up by like 50. And Rocket League's gone up by
Basically
about the
doubled it.
same. Yeah. And Gaming 1 is not far behind on 102. So let's see if I don't think League will be toppled. Not in the current format. We'd have to check every single individual channel.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you guys would rather just use Rocket League instead of using the ranked rooms to help with that tally when you're not playing ranked or something, that might be a good way for you to claim the top spot. But
Pretty much everyone that plays Rocket League plays ranked.
yeah, but you and I haven't been using the ranked groups.
That's true. But I think we're on off-peak times, which is why, like, most people just don't want to be interrupted.
All right. Donkey's question is CS later. I will consider it, but not as definite. Um, do we have any questions from the chat other than Donkey? I don't think we do today. We haven't had any questions other than the not safe for work issue coming up. So I think we're okay for this week's update. I'd like to thank Chris for helping me out and subbing in. And Billy went here. I assume it's due to work-related stuff. His new job has him on different shifts. So that's it for today. As usual, if you have anything you want to ask, add, or want us to talk about, please drop one of us to a message, Billy a message, Callum or Chung. But we are still all about. If you have an idea for something you want to do yourself in the Discord, let us know. We'll happily help you with it. You want to set up your own stream, anything like that, we have tech support and stuff as well. And that's it from me. Do you have anything you want to add, Chris?
Sounds good to me.
Thanks for your time, guys. I'll see you later.